Hello students, right now I am going to discuss petty cash book advanced level question. As you know, what is the meaning of that word petty cash book? What is the meaning of that word petty cash book? Then how many systems are there in petty cash book? What is the advantages of petty cash book? Basically, in advantages I write again advantages. If you see carefully in advantages, basically the accountant will save of time, effective control in the organization, convenient recording, next helpful for cashier. So this is the advantages of petty cash book. Now I am going to share one question. Here's the question. First of all, you pause the video, write the question. Here it is one and there is another. Means this is basically one question, but there are two pages. In first page is January 1 to 5 and the second page January 6 to 30. So this is basically a one question. You solve the question according to the question. Okay. So you pause the video, write down the question. Now I am going to solve the question. First of all, we know how to draw the first of all right amount received, date, particulars, total payment, postage, telephone and telegram, convenience, stationery, sundry expenses, input GST, output GST. So I write amount received, date, voucher number, particulars, total payment, postage, telephone, telegram, convenience, stationery, sundry expenses, input CGST, output SGST. Okay. Petty cash book. Solution. First of all, you see the question. Here it is written O2 expenses, courier services, postal stamps, eraser, sharpener, pencil, pads, GST, other rate of 12%, speed post charges, taxi fare, refreshment, auto fare, registered postal charges, then telegram cartage, computer stationery, then bus fare, telephone bill paid, office sanitation including disinfected, then refreshment, photostat charges, courier services, unloading charges, bus fare. This is basically some items which are recorded in petty cash book. We know in everyday business activity there are number of payment is like postage, telegram. Basically it is not desirable to record such petty amounts in the main cash book. Okay, that's why in the main cash book, as it is overburden the main cashier, therefore in the business point of view, this cash book is called petty cash book. Okay, this cash book is called petty cash book. So the person who maintains the petty cash book is known as petty cashier. So how you solve the question? First of all, you see whether there is any cash received or not. If you see carefully, this 4,000 is your cash receipt. Okay, this 4,000 is a cash receipt. Okay, so this cash receipt will be recorded $4,000 date January 1 as a cash receipt. Okay, now next you have to start your payment. Auto expenses, everything, there is the payment. Courier services, postal stamps, everything there is a payment. First of all, you see that total payment column is there. Postage, telegram, convenience, stationery, sundries, input, GST, CGST, outputs, SGST is there. Basically, these are the category which I think that this category will be written here like this. When you get your question, you also think like this, that what or how many categories are there in this question. Basically, if you see auto expenses, then courier services, then postal stamps, that auto expenses also also a category of convenience. Okay, that convenience. So cash receipt will be written here. Next, first of all, you open your copy and write the question first. Otherwise, you cannot understand anything. तो क्वेश्चन को पहले लिखो अपने कॉपी में. कॉपी में उठाने के बाद, क्वेश्चन को उठाने के बाद, इसके बाद तुम सॉल्व करते बैठो. अभी मैं डायरेक्ट सॉल्यूशन में चला जाता हूँ. मैं इसमें लिखता हूँ कि ऑटो एक्सपेंसेस. ओके, 1110. इसको टोटल पेमेंट के घर में भी लिखूँगा और 1110 कन्वीनियंस में भी लिखूँगा. इसके बाद क्या है? कुरियर सर्विसेज. कुरियर सर्विसेज पेमेंट कितना है? 80 रुपीज़. इसको कहाँ पे लिखूँगा? पोस्टेज में, क्योंकि पोस्टेज एंड टेलीग्राम कुरियर सर्विस के अंदर आता है. इसको तुम लोग अगर ये समझते हो कि इसको अलग से लिखेंगे कोरियर सर्विस के कॉलम करके, ये भी लिख सकते हो, मगर इसमें थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा समय नष्ट होगा। तो इसके लिए मैं कहता हूँ कि कोरियर सर्विस ऐसा अगर होगा तो ये पोस्टेज एंड टेलीग्राम के अंदर लेके चले आना। तो ये जो फॉर्मेट है, टोटल पेमेंट, पोस्टेज, टेलीग्राम, कन्वीनियंस, स्टेशनरी, सन्ड्री एक्सपेंसेस, इसके बाद रिपेयर्स, इससे पहले जो क्वेश्चन तुम लोग साथ मैंने शेयर किया था उसमें भी देखना 2-3 एक्स्ट्रा आया था। तो ये तुम रख लेना, ये डायरेक्टली लिख लेना, उसके अंदर ही चला आएगा जो भी आएगा क्वेश्चन। उसके ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आने का चांस बहुत ही कम है। सो जो भी स्कूल में तुम पढ़ते हो, पोस्टल स्टैम्प, इसके बाद पोस्टल स्टैम्प्स 2110 10, next one is 5 is erasers and sharpeners, इसके साथ क्या है, इसके साथ GST डिवाइडेड ना 12% है। तो ये आई थिंक 450 लिखो और इसको स्टेशनरी के अंदर लेके चले जाओ। ये इरेजर अपना स्टेशनरी की दुकान में ही तो मिलता है ना, स्टेशनरी के अंदर लेके जाओ। बाई इनपुट परचेज जब करेंगे ये तो तुम लोग जानते हो, इनपुट CGST बाई इनपुट SGST 27, ये डायरेक्टली कहाँ पे चला जाएगा, 27। ओके। इसके बाद फिर इसके बाद तुम लोगों का डेट आएगा जनवरी 5 में ही। स्पीड पोस्ट चार्जेस इसको लिखेंगे बाय स्पीड पोस्ट चार्जेस। टोटल पेमेंट के अंदर क्या लिखेंगे 196, और ये 196 जो है स्पीड पोस्ट एंड चार्जेस, तो ये किसके कैटेगरी में आता है, पोस्टेज के कैटेगरी में आता है, इसलिए इस जगह में हम लोग लिखेंगे। ओके। इसके बाद you should go with the second page, and the second page written write that the taxi fare. Okay, so January 6 is taxi fare. Taxi fare. In taxi fare you have to write 390 first in payment side, then you have to write convenience 390. Next, refreshment January 8, refreshment, what is the value, 170. You have to write this in sundry expenses 170. Next is auto fare in January 8, auto fare, you write 120 here, and you also write convenience 120 here. Next, in January 9 there is a registered postal charges, registered postal charges 84. Okay. Okay. Then January 10 telegram, what is the value, telegram 68, Now you have to write that 68 in that place, second page, 68 in that telegram side. Next 11 cartridge. Cartridge, what is the value? 50 rupees, and you have to write that cartridge in here. Sundries expenses column. Next you have to write computer stationery. What is the date? 14. Computer stationery. What is the value? 330, and you have to write the 330 in a stationery column. So this is your stationery column, you know. Next one is in computer stationery, here it is GST, so that's why input CGST, input SGST. What is the value? 19.80. 19.80. Okay. Next one is bus fare. Bus fare 48. You have to write that bus fare in this column, means convenience column. Next one is next column is telephone bill. To do one thing, to go with the next page. Next page. Okay, so here it is the date, voucher number particulars, then total payment, then postage, then telephone and telegram, convenience, stationery, sundries, then 2 column. Okay, here amount received, date, voucher number, particulars, total payment, postage, telephone, telegram, convenience, stationery, sundry expenses, input CGST, input SGST. Okay, last item is bus fare. Now in January 19, next item is telephone bill. In telephone bill, what is the value? 174. And what is the input GST? Input CGST, input SGST, 10.44. Okay, to 174 you have to write the telegram 10.44, 10.44. Okay, next one is January 23, office sanitation, 120. You have to write here sundry expenses 120. Next, refreshment. This is 25. January 25 refreshment. Refreshment 90. You have to write that refreshment in sundry expenses 90. Next one is photostat charges 26. Photostat charges 94, and you have to write that 94 here and 94. Next one is courier services 26. Courier services 80. You have to write that postage column 80. Next, unloading charges. Unloading charges 80. You have to write here sundries 80. Next, bus fare 30. Bus fare 30. You have to write that bus fare in convenience 30. Now I already almost done everything. So right now I am going to add full amount of total payment 3088.48. I repeat 3088.48 in total convenience postage. There is plus 80 650. In telegram there is 242. In convenience there is 698. Stationery 780. Sundry expenses 604. 57.24. Okay, so this is the total value. Now you have to see one interesting thing, that what is your total receipt. This 4000 is your total receipt, so you write 4000 here. Okay, now total payment is what? 3088. So if your total receipt is 4000 and total payment is 3088, now what is your savings or what is your balance CD? Your balance CD is 4000 minus 3088.48, that is 911.52. So this is your balance CD, and you write your that balance CD here 911.52, and balance BD right here 4000. Okay, so that balance CD, that is this thing. And what is your balance BD? Sorry, to write this in balance BD, you write 911.52. Okay, this side 911.52, then to cash is 3088.48. to cash is 3088.48 डेट वैल्यू। ठीक है, तो ये लिख लेना अच्छी तरह से। ये हम लोग का सॉल्यूशन अभी नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम लोग और एक चैप्टर के साथ शुरू करेंगे। तो दोबारा से मैं बोल रहा हूँ, अच्छी तरह से उठा लो। कोई भी क्वेश्चन है तो मुझे टेक्स्ट कर सकते हो। ओके, सो आज के लिए इतना ही। बाय।